stocks our strategists feel are poised to deliver positive returns are featured now in their top stock picks of the week.
Medical staffing and steel. An unlikely combination, you may think, but not for our strategists here on this week's Top Pick segment, because they're each talking about a company in those areas. Eric Dutram and Kevin Cook are the strategists represented here. And Eric, we're going to start with you. You picked the steel sector, U.S. Steel.
That's right, U.S. Steel. It's a Zacks number 2 ranked stock, top 5% for the industry rank. And if we look to some of the recent earnings estimate revisions, we can see why I picked this stock for this week. It reports tomorrow after the bell. Could be an interesting report for the company. As we can see, the estimate trend here has been pretty fantastic for U.S. Steel over the last 90 days or so. We can see the estimate going from a 72-cent loss 90 days ago to a 55-cent loss right now. But the real interesting part is this current year and next year number. The next year especially, 90 days ago, analysts were expecting 73-cent per share loss. Right now, they're looking for a 28-cent share profit. And if we look to the upside, which is the most accurate estimate versus the current consensus, those numbers are even better. We can see that the most recent estimates are even higher. We see a earnings ESP of about 12%. And look at this next year number. We have 128% earnings ESP. So analysts are really feeling a lot better about U.S. Steel's prospects, and really the industry at large as well. That's why we're seeing that such a great industry rank for this space. One caveat though, the company does have a pretty weak track record when it comes to earnings season. If we look to this chart right here, we can see that the company has missed in 4 of the last 5 reports. So it could be a dicey one when the company actually reports, but the long-term picture is looking pretty solid for U.S. Steel.
All right, and the tomorrow that you referred to is July the 26th when they report. All right, for those people following on the calendar. Mr. Cook, you have a company in the medical staffing area, AMN Healthcare Services, and weirdly enough, the ticker is AHS.
Yeah, tricky one to remember. AMN Healthcare Services, name of the company, AHS, the ticker. $2 billion market cap. So they specialize, as you said, in medical staffing, finding physicians and nurses across the country in many permanent positions, but also travel and temporary positions.
Okay.
And they serve thousands of hospitals, medical centers, government facilities, and in small clinics. One of the reasons I like them, not just because of the growth. Let's take a look at the growth first, though. All right. So going to my detailed estimates page. Look at the sales estimates here. For this year, we're looking at 27% growth, and that's going to be on the Zacks revenue estimate there is $1.86 billion. So you can see a $2 billion company trading just a touch over its sales, which is nice. We like to see that price-to-sales ratio as close to 1 or under it if possible. And look ahead to look at the current year earnings. So we'll go down a table here to earnings estimates. The EPS estimate is 36% growth this year. 224 is that estimate from 3 analysts. So you really got to like the growth here. One of the main reasons I really like them too, I wrote about them for Bull Today a couple weeks ago, and so they're not just doing recruitment, placement, and staffing. They're also doing consulting. So they'll go into a hospital or a medical facility that needs their staffing system restructured, and they'll provide that consulting. And I went on their website and read some of the testimonials, and there were major facilities praising the company for, hey, you came in, rebuilt our staffing system, saved us X million dollars per year.
Wow.
So that's the intelligent component to their staffing. And when you look at the growth in this area, I was just talking to Tracy Reinick this morning, who actually owns this company for Value Investor. She bought it a few months ago when it got real cheap. It's not so cheap now, trading about 19 times forward, but with that kind of growth, it's very nice. So we were talking about, what are the trends in healthcare? We know that, baby boomers needing more healthcare, living longer, so we're going to need more physicians and nurses, right? She also pointed out to me the other angle where many physicians and nurses are retiring in that same cohort. So, and are there enough from the previous generations, to fill those needs? So I'm not one to talk about if there's a shortage, but there's definitely a need to find staffing right away, and this company is doing the job.
Okay, do either of you own your stocks?
Do not.
All right, check out more information on stocks and stock picks and stock picking strategies on our website, Zacks.com. If you're not there already, watching this video, all you need to do is get over to the homepage and link to it all from there. With Eric and Kevin, I'm Terry Ruffalo.